All right. Hey, folks. So today I want to announce the release of my latest ebook, which is available now to buy on my website. And I want to talk you through today what it is and what you get for your money. So it's a full body, heavy, light, medium setup, which is designed to be run 3 days a week. And I have some information in there about various things like how to break through plateaus, how to identify plateaus, all the volume totals, different exercises that you can do, and a whole bunch of stuff. So we've talked about full body quite a lot recently, and I did a critique of Jeff Nippard's full body routine and made my own suggestions for how I would run my full body routine. And that was kind of like a prelude into this one, which is my thoughts on how to do an effective full body routine. And my full body routine is not going to cost you $40 like Jeff's. Mine is on for £10 on my website. So let's get on into it, and we'll talk through what my program is about. So I've named it The Wizard. You guys know how I like to have the cheesy names for my ebooks. So this one's The Wizard. I've had the Berserker, I've had the Tactician. And yeah, this is the full body heavy, light, medium setup. So Fazlift's hypertrophy course. Now, as usual, I've got the contents page listed. So you'll get all that. You'll know where everything is. This one is a longer ebook just because I felt there was more to say. So whereas the previous ebook was about 14 pages, this is about 21. And I start off, as I always do, about giving you the origin of the routine. As much as I can, when I discuss these routines, I like to have had some experience with running them. This one in particular, I ran for about 3 years when I first found out about it, and I first sort of perfected it. So I've run it for a while, and in doing that, you kind of get to grips with, what is effective and all that stuff. So I'll give you a bit of my sort of back history there. Carry on. And then the first section is detailing sort of the basic outline of the routine. So it's a 3-day-a-week routine, heavy, light, medium days. And I kind of summarize the gist of each of the days before I get into detail about what you need to do on them. So there's a heavy day, give you the sort of like the spirit of it, as it were, and just answer some common questions. Carry on talking about the light day and talk about the heavy day. And then I talk a bit about progression. I think it's important, we talk about that. That'd be a question people have. How do you progress in a routine? And so I kind of give through information on that and how I would, I guess, set that up. And then we carry on going through the volume totals. Volume totals is one which is probably not as relevant for this, but I still talk about it because I think people would want to be interested in knowing what they're doing within the lens of, science and stuff. So I talk through that and talk about some advanced protocols. I give some actual examples, talk about rest periods. A big part of doing full body routines and actually getting through them in a reasonable amount of time is making sure that you're keeping at least somewhat disciplined with the rest period. So I talk about that. We'll talk about it through the lens of modern research, but also through the lens of what I know that works, and giving you my sort of thoughts on that, my suggestions and recommendations in that area, which I think is important for a routine like this. Talk a little bit about what to do in plateaus, a bit more about plateaus. And then I start to actually highlight, give you some examples of what your heavy day, your light day, and your medium day could look like. I start off by giving like a skeleton template of ideas, and then I look into specific examples for different people, like a base routine, maybe somebody who is a little bit older, more injury prone, maybe someone who's got access to different equipment, stuff like that, But then I give you recommendations for how to change exercises in and out. Like maybe you don't like squats, maybe you want to work something else. Maybe you train at home and maybe you need to, switch in exercises. But the main thing is you do the sets and reps, and you stick to the spirit of the routine. Don't worry too much about these specific exercises. They don't really matter. Obviously, no one's changing a leg exercise for a chest exercise. You shouldn't be doing that. But, if you keep to the spirit of things, you can switch out a bench press for a hammer incline bench and not lose out too much, or vice versa if you're training at a home gym. So I outline sort of heavy days, sample heavy days, exercises, same with light days, and again, samples, how to change them out, and medium days as well. So there's a lot of detail there with regards to actually how you set up your day. And then we go to deloads and block periodization, talk a bit about that. And yeah, some of my closing thoughts. So yeah, that's the book. The idea is it's designed to give you an insight into relatively beginner to intermediate level, heavy, light, medium workouts, with also a nod towards some more advanced interpretations. This one, I've stuck to a 3-day-a-week routine, which I think is sufficient, and people need to build up on the amount of volume they're doing on 3 days before they attempt anything broader. Sometime in the future, I might release something a bit broader, but I don't have any plans to do that right now. But this is a very, very good insight into how to properly structure heavy, light, medium with suggestions on what to do. And this kind of thing could keep you going for months. For a tenner at my site. So I will include a link in the description and maybe on a card as well. But there you go. Next one is out. Hopefully you guys give it a try. And you know what? Something I didn't mention last time was if you do give it a try, you are running it, tag me in, maybe write back to you on YouTube, tag me in on Instagram, just get in touch with me after a few months and let me know how it's going, all that kind of stuff. So it'd be cool to hear from you guys. A lot of you guys, are contacting me about the program and suggestions and questions, and that's great. Like, I love it. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. And it's a little bit more substantial than I can give you in a 10-minute video. It's a full thing. That's why there's a price tag attached to it. But hopefully it helps you. So all right, take care.